Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. I trust we are all doing well. It is Wednesday, 2 days before Christmas, and yeah, we don't have that much time. We thought we had a couple weeks ago. Now it's down to a matter of days, and let me just make sure that I shared. Yeah, let me just get you guys on the live. All right, so come on in. Like I told you yesterday, of course, we had Donnell Best, and this morning I told you we will be featuring Khloe Baldeo. So good morning to everybody who's already here, and those of you joining us on Facebook and YouTube. Let me just share. Yeah. So everybody joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Marion. Good morning, Christelle. I know you guys are probably out and about, getting and organizing for Christmas, last minute shopping and cleaning, and trying to balance work and home and everything. So I know how that can be. So I expect. Why did I share it twice? Let me remove that one. Yeah, I shared it twice. There we go. All right. So yeah, I expect you guys. Thanks so much for taking the time to join me regardless, because like I said, I know you're probably busy getting your last minute shopping and everything done. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Brian. How you pronounce that? Shawina? Or Shawina? Or Shauna? Which one? Anyways, good morning, Della. We got our guest in studio with us this morning. Miss Khloe Baldeo is here. Yeah? Chloe. Listen, help me because I've been saying Chloe for the longest while. So, Samantha Cole. Then we move to remove the Cole, and now we just
Colin.
Listen, I can't keep up with the all, I swear. So we move from Tammy Baldeo. Then we move to Samantha Cole. Now we're at Khloe Baldeo. Okay, break down the name changes for us.
Oh, I'm live?
Yes, we're live.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Erna. Oh, it's so funny. So break it down. It's a journey, I am moving through space and time.
Like you're transitioning.
It's a transition. It's such a transition. So Tammy Baldeo, everybody knew me as a soulful singer in Grenada. And then I wanted to, separate myself from that, and in 2019 get on this platform of my music artistry and my career development. And so I went into Samantha Cole, which is an old school name I used to use, and for everybody that doesn't know, my second name is Nicole, and that's where Cole comes from, right?
So
Samantha is just an alias that people used to say.
Where did K come from?
K So we moved to Cole, just Khloe Baldeo, as a way to say Samantha Cole served me for the purpose that it was. And after 5 months in Barbados, I traveled and I went to do artist development. And because of those transitions and the rebranding and the new shape and form and style, everything needed to evolve.
Everything.
Exactly. So, it was a decision that we made to coming and stepping on a new version of me.
Trying to figure out names.
New version of me.
I'm trying to figure it out. So, Lakwa, you need to break it up for me as well, because it seems as though today is not my day for names at all. Anyways, it's so good to have you back here. You've been up to a whole lot, and we're gonna catch up with you. And of course, a new song, debut song that we're gonna feature as well. And it's been getting a lot of forward here on Power 95. A lot of love. Folks have been feeling it and all of that. So we're gonna talk about that, and where do we go from here? What's the next move? We're a couple of days short of 2022, and I'm sure you probably have a lot of plans that you want to execute. Of course, I know COVID dampened the spirits and sort of threw everything in a tailspin. All plans that we had, we just had to shelve them and just go with whatever COVID said at the time. But now that we've seen things, sort of, getting back to a little form of normalcy, not much, we're able to better plan as we move along. So you spoke about spending 5 months in Barbados doing your artist development and what have you. What did that teach you? What was your biggest takeaway from that moment?
Barbados was a mind-blowing, just mind-opening. I saw myself in a different light. I went over there specifically for artist development. And you talking about COVID, but this whole life that we live is a risk. It's very high risk, high reward, or you just, so I learned that I'm discovering myself. I learned that I started to see the artist that I wanted to really become and align myself with. I learned more of my sound. When you want to step in on the international platform as, I'm developing myself to go to, it was, I got to meet A&Rs and labels and producers and songwriters, and I had 5 months of that not being home with my people that knows me. So like I saw, myself outgrowing what I was doing at home and stepping into this place where like, all right, you're a superstar. Like, see yourself for what you are, embrace it, and learn more about myself. This entire journey has just been self-discovering, including the creative process.
Not only that too, and it's something that I speak on all the time. A lot of artists tend to focus mainly on their vocals, on their voice, and forget it's a whole package. How you look, how you present yourself. It's all part of selling yourself. It's all part of your brand, and not many pay attention to the looks. And it can be more difficult for women, females and what have you. Men throw on a nice shirt and a pants, and they're good to go,
and they jump around the stage.
Women, you're under constant scrutiny from your head to your toe, and a lot of the times it's from other women. So in terms of reinventing and of course transitioning and all of that, how much did your parents have to do with it? Did you have any work to do there? Did you learn anything regarding that in terms of the whole package and presentation?
My parents, you said?
Yeah.
My parents?
Your parents.
My appearance.
Yes.
Oh, my appearance.
Yeah.
It had a lot to do with it. I think when we travel, we tend to put on a little bit of size. I don't know if people say we live in good. I did put on some weight. I had some weight gain. I think it's definitely important, your appearance, as much as it might seem shallow. I don't see it like that. For how I see it is like I'm bettering myself. I'm responding to my abilities. I'm a person that I know once I put in the work, I can get my body to the size or take care of my skin. A lot of things that have always been important to me growing up, which is skincare and all these things, they still are. And it's something that you just have to be constantly working on and, appreciate for yourself. You're not doing it for other people. You're doing it because it makes you feel good, and you understand that you have to have the energy when you go on that stage, which means you have to stay fit. It was a big deal for me. I had to learn how to do my own makeup. I had to learn how to do my own hair. Like being in Barbados, and I didn't just work with Bajan artists. There was artists from Jamaica, Cuba, Dominica. I was working with a group that had these things, and seeing how much, when we're home, we go by a hairdresser, we go by a makeup artist. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do any of this. So I had to learn all of these things, and it teaches you, it just makes you grow so much. It makes your responsibilities greater. I think the more you venture into the music industry, and I learned a lot about the business side of things and how it really works. So I really feel, taking care of yourself is one of the biggest things, because you are the brand, you are the package, you're selling this image, and people want to see something nice. So
it's a complete package, because oftentimes refer to the spices and the other folks, and when they go on stage, every time you see them, it's like a different look. And sometimes you're hearing what they're saying, but you're paying attention to more to how they look and what they're doing on the stage. So image is everything when it's in this business. Some might say, oh, it's shallow, but hey, that's the nature of the game.
I mean, think about it. But as Tamantha Cole, this is one of the things about rebranding, that moving into Cole, just Cole. It was a whole strategic thing in the end of the day. But also that brand, it was my team seeing, okay, we need to do what serves this new step for you. From your lyrics, to which I write my own songs, but at the same time, from my lyrics to the style of clothing to the photos that you take, everything needs to be at a quality that the international community, like we want to step in on those standards. And like I said, it's high risk and high reward, or sometimes you have to walk away from things, you know.
Yeah, and one of the things that I realized, working over the years and dealing with some promotions about 2 or 3 years ago with one artist in particular, who was got to be on an event, and we decided, just pull up a photo and put up, and management called us, nope, take it down, take it down, take it down, that's not what we want. We have our own photos, professionally done photos that we're going to
Yeah.
send out for promos, for flyers and what have you.
Yeah.
Can't just pull any song off the internet and
Yeah.
post. They were very, very adamant about it, that we pull it immediately,
Yeah.
and we use what they send, professional shots of the artists that they wanted. And that is not something, because sometimes I look at flyers here, and like I said, it's not this end about, beating down anybody. It's this constructive criticism. And you look at certain flyers and you'll see pictures that the artist probably outgrew like 6-7 years ago, like old photos that don't even look like them, and you see all different photos, one look this way, one look another way. And that is something I think that you have to take into consideration.
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost like a whole bunch, a whole lot of money. Everybody have really good phones these days,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you have somebody who's into graphics who can hook you up. So if you don't have that extra money to spend on a professional artist, I mean, we got smartphones that got
Yeah.
great quality, take great quality pictures. So it's about putting the work in, doing what it takes to further yourself, to better your brand.
It is about doing what it takes to better your brand. That is precisely true. And like it's if, like you said, your management team might call and say, take it down. It's very, being here in Grenada is totally different, because I really feel that even the entertainment industry is developing still. And it is, after
A long
being
way to go.
going to Barbados, for me, I saw Barbados as a connection hub, like for networking and stuff. And it just taught me so much about how much the artist really has to put in, and all of these things. So
So personal responsibility. If you're serious about your craft and you want to take it to another level, these are all of the things you have to take into consideration.
To listen. You have to know how to listen. You have to know how to take direction, how to be instructed. It was a whole like mind-boggling thing where you self-manage for so long, or you may have your friends and everybody around supporting you, and you go and you have management, a team, you have your style, you have everything, and all you have to do is be the artist. Sometimes that was a challenge for me, I think. Just relaxing into, all you have to do is get to know you more of who you are. What do you represent? What do you stand for? These things. And
you're talking a lot about team and management, so that means you're definitely under some management now. So tell us about that. What is it like having a management team that you have to defer to in a lot of things?
It's nice to know that there are different elements of the business that I don't have to be directly involved in, and I don't have to take care of it. It's a relief to just be able to handle my craft, be in the studio, writing music, those kind of things. So my management team, they're like movers and shakers. They're really about curating content and being different, and the view of international success, and also represents making Grenada proud. Like, everybody is very on board of keeping that organic development, because you could just, blow up like this, is true. But at the same time, I'm really proud of them. They work so hard. Specifically, my business manager, Alexandra James, she's from London, and she just does a fantastic job at keeping everything in check and keeping me in check. So it's good.
Making sure that you show up and
Making sure that I show
the
up.
part.
Yep.
All right. So what do you have in the pipelines? Of course, you have the song that you released. Tell us
Island
about this
Girl.
Island
Yeah.
Girl. Tell us about that. Of course, you say you write a lot of your songs. So speak to us on that, and what was the inspiration behind it?
So Island Girl, I felt there's one thing, you can go to the States or the UK, wherever in the international in the world, and become something and have this image. And I really wanted to have this story of um kind of coming out of the Caribbean, making my name and making the Caribbean. Not that it hasn't been, Rihanna's done it, Shensia is doing a great job. It's already out there and the Caribbean is growing. So I really wanted to just start off from Tamantaco going into Cole with this kind of really good Caribbean vibe. So I decided to do music that encapsulate the sound of the Caribbean with real raw lyrics and melodies that everybody can vibe with. It's not completely Caribbean music, but it has that real fusion. And I would say that the sound is somewhat inspired by dancehall and pop music. And Island Girl specifically, that vibe about when you like somebody but you don't want to tell them how you feel.
Yeah.
I think that was the essence of the feeling I was talking about. It's like I have all these thoughts in my mind, if you only knew. And then that person has the same vibe because obviously we're connected, but they're not telling me either. And I'm kind of like, you're rocking with an Island Girl. Let me give you, like, I want to give you this vibe that I'm not feeling myself really expressing to you. And it's so, and it's fun and catchy. And I really purposely wanted to make it fun and relatable. Yeah.
And of course you had the visuals added to it. How was that? How much work did you have to put into it?
It was epic. It was epic. My creative team and directors from Brown Cotton Caribbean, they're from Trinidad and they just moved to the island. And they've worked with 9.
They have some amazing pieces.
Girl, listen
keep saying
to me.
You have to give me the contact.
Sure. This whole thing, this whole teamwork for me is definitely about consistently like spreading and helping each other grow and having this cycle of growth and development consistent. So they moved to Grenada, and before they moved here, we were in contact with them because I knew, seeing Nyla's work, seeing Patrice, I was like, and I've met them prior to seeing that work. So I was like, I really want to work with them. And if we're coming back home, this is, even if they had to be in a different country, this is who I want to give me the silence. So the first set of work that we did, we did it virtually, literally. When I tell you, girl, like my manager and I, we had to go to the stores, be video calling, doing that, all that, like our groundwork. And then for the video, they came up with the concept. Well, her name is Rasan Martin. And she came up with the concept. She did all the styling. She did the hair styling, but I had a hairstylist on set. And yeah, I knew that this version of me, I wanted to create my stage performance and presence as with dancers and really have that kind of feel. So we implemented it into the music video as well. And it was a 1-day shoot. It took about, I don't know, 3-4 days to really put everything together. Teddy Frederick filmed with Grenada Film Company. And we built each set. It flowed so cohesively and calmly. Everybody on set, the vibe was perfect. We found this location, which was a blessing. And it was a house that's being built, but it was a blessing to find this location. And so we built the set. So from the first set finish, where I'm wearing the head wrap and, paying homage to Grenada in the back there. As soon as I left that set, it was like, okay, break down, build a new set. And that's how it was. And it was a very nice feeling to have that experience for me. For me to know that if I was to go to the US or the UK and having to work with sets, at least I have the experience of what it's like to change wardrobe, change hair, do all these things. And yeah, it was vibes.
Sounds super exciting. So we want to talk about your next step. What's next for you?
I think my immediate future looks like a lot of hard work. From choreography to keeping my body in check, my skin in check, to traveling and producing and collaborating with producers and other artists.
What's your next dream artist to work with?
Popcorn.
I was not expecting.
Well, the next immediate.
Doesn't matter. Like who your biggest. Okay,
my biggest. I feel like I really want to work with Justin Bieber. Like I feel like our voices would be beautiful together. Yeah. I've spoken about Adele and very collaborations that you probably wouldn't expect happening.
Yeah. Listen, you gotta dream big. You gotta start at the top. You can't like be at the bottom.
No.
You know. And if, of course, like you said, you have a team, so teamwork makes the dream work. You know, by yourself, it's like, where do I start? Who do I go
right
to?
now, it's more like we're building connections to make that possible. Yeah,
makes sense. So we got the song. We're gonna feature the song in just about. Hold on, let me just have it up and ready to go.
Also, I want to say shout out to Nick Lotto, the producer of this song, and Teddy Rhymes, who also came in on the lyrics with me and helped me out. So thank you guys so much.
So we're gonna feature the song now. Of course, we're gonna get a little live performance.
Okay.
And then, of course, we'll come back and let you know how you can keep up with Tammy Cole and all what she's doing and where you can follow her and stuff. All right. So let's get it going again.
Would you run away if I told you I love you? Or would it make you stay? Let's take a chance, be your everything, 'cause I don't want another. Let me please you, babe, 'cause I want you back. 'Cause you're rocking with an island girl. Let me give you like an island love. And nobody gonna love you better. Gonna win you over with my pleasure. See you right by my side. Wanna feel when your body's in line. I feel it when you take control. I wanna tell you, but I just can't say. Just can't say. Just can't say. If you knew the truth, would you come my way? Come my way. Come my way. I wanna tell you, but I just can't say. Just can't say. Just can't say. If you really knew the truth, would it make you stay? Make you stay. Live in my mind like all the time. The feelings come rushing in. The things I do to get to you, I die for no questioning. I wish you could read my mind so we can stop wasting time. 'Cause you're rocking with an island girl. Let me give you like an island girl. And nobody gonna know you better. Just can't say. If you knew the truth, would it make you stay? Make you stay. Please say something. There's so much that I wanna tell you. So much I wanna get off my mind. Reach out and touch me. Fulfill all our desires. I really don't wanna waste your time. Please say something. There's so much that I wanna tell you. So much I wanna get off my mind. Reach out and touch me. Fulfill all our desires. Hey, y'all know this feeling, right? But I just can't say, just can't say, just can't say. If you knew the truth, would you come my way? Come my way, come my way. I wanna tell you, but I just can't say, just can't say, just can't say. If you really knew the truth, would it make you stay? Make you stay. I wanna tell you.
That's what we're talking about.
If you really no.
Yeah, they're feeling the love. Seeing a lot of love across the screen. Sounds so good, right? They got that really authentic vibe to it. Know what you're talking about. So, folks wanting to follow you, keep up with you, and all your vibes you've got coming up, how can they do that?
Guys, if you have your Instagram open right now, it's Khloe Baldeo, at Khloe Baldeo, KHOLE BALDEO. And on Facebook, you can please follow up my page. It's Khloe Baldeo Music. And on YouTube, definitely, I just created a new YouTube channel. It's also just Khloe Baldeo. And subscribe, like, comment. We have so much more in store for you guys, and so much more heat to come. I cannot wait.
Looking forward to it. Alrighty then. Well, thank you so much for gracing us with your lovely presence this morning. And of course, looking forward to more new music in the new year. And just want to wish you all the best. I mean, you've been putting in the work. So, of course, we're going to see the results. So keep us posted. Let us know what's going on. And we'll be more than happy to share with our listening and viewing audience. So thanks a million and all the best for the season.
Thank you so much.
Hope to see you again soon. Alrighty?
All right. Thanks,
Great.
Aruna.
You are so welcome. And that takes care of our ladies' room for this morning. We will be back. We'll be back tomorrow for the final one before Christmas. And we're going to sort of make it lighthearted tomorrow, all right? So you can catch up and send our shout outs and, our greetings and, just make it a big thank you show tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Thank you so much to our friends at Sweet Drink Sorrel, Esquimalt Variety Store. Thank you so much, Beacon Insurance and the Western Union, for making our ladies' room possible. Catch us again tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on Power 95. And thank you so much, everyone who've been sharing Khloe Baldeo along. And of course, thank you so much for sharing the live and sharing her music. Alrighty, so we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a good one, y'all. Stay powered up.